Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me, so talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the Boxing Voice.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another morning edition with the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Alexander and Francis, Toronto, New Jersey. Good morning, gentlemen. What's up? What up? What up? Y'all happy to be back? Fucking late faces. Doomy with the swollen eyes. Doomy got swollen eyes.
Go away! Go back to the docks!
Doomy woke up Luke Campbell status this morning. He Luke Campbell right now. Face looking swollen like he got beat up by Ryan, man.
Nah, man, I'm having a good morning, man. Thank the Lord. And happy to be here with you fellas in the morning. Good morning to everyone out there, TBV fam. Salute, Champ, Francis, the praying mantis. What up?
Yo, what up to everybody out there, man? First and foremost, before we do anything.
Next up, sports up, yeah, homie, now that's us. You ain't tuning in, then you're hustling backwards. We always keep it poppin', tell your partner to slide through. Every sporting event, hit us up and we got you, cause we what? Next up, next up, yeah, next up,
Who wrote that?
Thank you to my Lord and Savior for another one, man, because without him, none of this would be possible. It's snowing like crazy outside, but we love it. And then that don't do nothing, man. Snow, sun, rain, we here talking boxing, TBV in the morning. We never late. We always on time. What up, y'all?
Yo, was that Tory Lanez? Drake? Who was that?
That was you, man. They don't know you got skills like that, man.
No,
Tell them, man.
Who was spitting, man? Who blessed you, man?
I'll tell y'all later. What's up, man?
They had the raspy voice. Honestly, though, I thought it was Justo for a minute.
I thought it was Stain for a minute.
Nah, I know Stainless voice. That was, but I thought it could have been. I'm like, hold up, is that my man Justo? Is that Justo? But yo, buenos dias, senores. Buenos dias.
Ryan Garcia, man, he's taking over boxing, y'all.
Wait. Don't come with that energy. Don't come with that energy. I thought you was Mr. Tank. Biggest fight from 130 to 135. You switching sides, you bandwagon freak?
Not at all. I said for the 2 weeks, Ryan did what he was supposed to do, and we'll talk about him for the next 2 weeks because there ain't no boxing. Whoever did that was smart, man. That's how I tell you.
Nah. Yo, you see him trying to take the easy way out? The title is Manny Pacquiao versus Ryan Garcia. Who's really the A-side? Gervonta Tank Davis or El Rey King Ryan? Huh? Tell me.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I came locked and loaded. I'm ready.
Man.
I'm ready.
Who's A-side? Gervonta or King Ryan? Man, Gervonta, all roads to 130 and 135 leads to Gervonta Tank Davis of the money team.
Are you sure?
100.
Are you sure?
100.
Well, you're going to have to do a better case than that of convincing, not me, the people. Convince the people, because once I start laying out the facts and the narratives, we going to see where this goes. Do me, in your opinion, who's the A-side right now, today, Is it Tank? Is it Ryan?
It looks like to me, as far as
Teofimo? Is it Devin? I mean, those dudes they there too. We can't forget about them.
Nah, and you got them there, right? On the thumbnail, you know. But if you're just talking about Ryan and Tank, it's a bit of I'm a little conflicted, right? Because normally I would have just said to Gervonta Davis, and that would have been it. But after what just happened, and honestly, I haven't even looked at the numbers of what the viewerships are looking like, but it seemed like this kid is just all over the internet. Numbers are really high all across all platforms, and I'm conflicted, bro. I could say King Ryan, and I don't think that many will probably be too mad at that now. You know, it's all about the numbers, but it's hard to say. I'm conflicted. I can't say King Ryan right away. I can't say Gervonta Davis right now because of the rise of King Ryan and what I think that is happening right now with his.
Wait a minute. I got Floyd on the phone. Patch Floyd in, please.
Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't lie.
Oh, okay. Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. So
you can be conflicted all you want. Men lie. Women lie. Los números, ellos hablan por sí solo. You feel me? They talk for themselves, champ. Them numbers talk for themselves. Mr. All Roads lead the Tank. Awfully quiet today. I'm just saying.
I'm waiting for your point so I can slap it up, man, because you the same one that didn't believe in Ryan, and now you get up this morning believing in Ryan. Get out of here, man.
First.
Bring your point so I can stamp on it, man, because I've been waiting. I'm more than ready. Let's go. Don't waste no time. Run the
Okay. You go first.
So I can give you that check hook real quick in the morning.
You go first. How he's the A side today?
No, you go first, because I already told you that all roads from 130 to 135 lead. Give me. You just said that when you lay out the facts, that I'm gonna change my. Lay out the facts. Let's go. Let the people hear, man. Tell the people what the facts are.
The biggest fact out of all of them, the one that's not even in the discussion for Tank is Pacquiao. I think that alone shows you that he's on another level. You understand? They both fought at 135, but only one guy is mentioned with Pacquiao. The other one isn't even a conversation. He's on PBC. If he was a conversation, he just did a successful pay-per-view. I'm not here to rag on Tank. He just did a successful pay-per-view. Heyman could be on the phone with Sean Gibbons telling him, hey, what about Tank and Pacquiao? It's good for Pacquiao. You know, it's a smaller guy. Tank's a popular young guy. But no, that's not a thought. What is a thought? What is out there on Instagram? What has an actual hashtag is Pacquiao versus Ryan. And that, my friend, is the biggest fight that could be made for any of those four men. If Devin fought Pacquiao, it would be huge. Tio, huge. Obviously, Gervonta, huge. But it is Ryan. But I'm not done, so please don't try to cut me off. Exhibit A.
You can take it however you want. Judge me on it, but this is my dream. My dream is I beat Tank Davis, and then I end up giving a chance to fight Manny Pacquiao.
Why it sounds so bad, I don't know.
Just because he's one of my idols. He's one of the people that I look up to, and I think he's that last great legend that after Muhammad Ali, all the other legends. I think he's one of those. So it would be an honor to be in the ring with him, either 140, 147, I don't care. I just want to be in the ring with him. And then after that, like I said, Teofimo or Devin Haney. The reason I'm saying Devin Haney last.
Was it too hard to hear?
It was all right.
Okay. Thoughts?
I mean, he's definitely has a game plan or a strategy or whatever, trajectory, whatever you want to call it. He's speaking it into existence, I guess. And it was great. I was really wondering why he was leaving Devin Haney at the end. You left me at a cliffhanger, but he says Gervonta Davis first. And comparing, Ali to Manny Pacquiao, saying that he's one of the greats. He wants to be in there. I mean, what are we to say about that, really, though, Ness? Like what am I to say about a young fighter's dream?
Well,
I can't say
I
much.
think it's more than a dream.
My turn.
Question.
Before you give more, my
he
turn.
asked me a question. He asked me a question.
But if you're gonna go into more, you gotta let me do this first before if you're gonna go into more.
Well, I think
because it's not like you about to switch gears, and you don't switch gears till I get into gear.
I think that respectfully, you should fall back because when we gave you the floor to go first, you didn't want to.
But you just said fellow starts. All right, I see how you're doing. Go ahead.
No, look.
You got it. You got it.
I see.
You got it.
I see.
Now,
I got
your time.
you squirming.
Take your time.
I see. I got you squirming and you're anxious.
Hadouken!
Go ahead, champ.
No. Go ahead. Squirming. Bro, this is my life. Boxing is my life. I watch everything that moves. So that little soft ass clip you play, I heard that a long time ago. I heard soft ass Ryan running away from his goddamn mandatory. That's what I hear. Soft ass Ryan, who I told you that was a superstar based on social media. And you told me social media. Social media don't sound up. Social media. What are you telling me about social? These guys out here talking IG models and all stuff. That's why he said in his post, for everybody thought I'm a social media and YouTube model and all this stuff. I'm proving it in the ring tonight. You will never hear that. He decided that he gonna call up Gervonta Davis, and then you gonna call up everybody calls up fucking Pac-Man, man. Who don't want the living legend? He the last living legend. Who don't want to fight Pac-Man? Crawford and Spence is chasing Pac-Man. You think Pac-Man is gonna take little Ryan Garcia? Come on, man. You tripping. You tripping. Like I said again, all roads from 130 to 135 leads to Gervonta Tank Davis, the pay-per-view guy. You understand? Those guys not even on the level. Come on, man. The numbers lie. The women low light. Let's do the numbers, man. You talking me about Ryan calling up Manny? Everybody calls up Manny, man. Did Manny call up Ryan? Nah. You telling me, oh, he's gonna get on the phone and call Sean Gibbons and come on, man. You playing a lot of hypotheticals, a lot of man, shut that soft ass shit up, man. Change gears, cause that's done. Smashed, close the gate. What's next?
And I know you can do it, man. You got to
Doomy is on you.
Damn, I'm gonna have to say that again, what am I to say about a young man's dream to what he wants to do with his career? He could say many things. If the question with the description poses is that who would be A-side, I told you how I feel about that. Now, as far as Manny Pacquiao versus Ryan Garcia, who's being in the A-side, if you even ask that question, you already know what I'm going to say. It's Manny. So, Ryan's stardom is right now on the spotlight. The numbers don't lie, and that's just saying it. And I've learned over the time being on here that that's what you got to stick to. Because you got to follow the money. It ain't about any other color but the green color, man. And
that's it.
That's my opinion on it, pretty much.
Print, baby, follow the green print. The $1 billion billion man. Follow the green print. If you made $1 billion boxing, you gotta know what you're talking about. All roads lead to Gervonta Tank Davis.
So, Doomy, out of the options that you've heard for Pacquiao, right? Now you interject this new option. Who do you think Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao is more liable to take?
Between Gervonta Davis, King Ryan, or Devin Haney?
Do you need a refreshing on Manny Pacquiao's options?
Well, many as far as his old options or the options that were being talked about while we were trying to get him in the ring with Crawford and Earl and
who else? Who else are his options? Continue. Crawford,
okay. We had maybe a Mikey Garcia. He was thrown in there.
Okay.
I mean, everybody pretty much wants a piece of Manny. Danny Garcia wanted a piece of.
Who are Manny's options? Of course, everyone wants.
Yeah,
of course, everyone wants Manny. That's why I'm not even paying attention to Francis's corny rebuttal. Of course, everyone wants Manny. Who are Manny's options?
Well, if he's gonna go with where he's playing, where his playground is, I guess over on the PBC side, and I'm saying maybe. Man, when you ask me who his option is he can pick anybody,
McGregor,
really,
Listen to me. McGregor, Crawford, Earl, Mikey.
Yeah, he can pick anybody.
Am I leaving anybody off of options? Now you add in Ryan, right? Now you add in Ryan. Who is Manny Pacquiao?
Added Ryan? Did Manny add Ryan?
Excuse me.
I just want to know. You're adding Ryan, but Manny didn't add Ryan.
Do a Google search. I don't have time to teach you. Excuse me.
You laying out facts. But you laying out facts.
I don't have time to teach you. Do a Google search.
Teach me.
Do me. Add in Ryan now. Who do you think? This is an opinion show. This is a debate show. Who do you think Manny picks? Crawford, Earl Spence, McGregor, Ryan Garcia.
Oh man, see, you paint it that way, and I'm a fighter. I'm gonna take the guy who I feel like is green and could give me a lot of money. And Ryan's that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. What's your rebuttal? Francis Finkel?
I ain't got no. You got it, man. I got Gervonta. I'm gonna keep my answers very short because you gonna paint whatever picture you want to and lead it the way you want to, which is fine. I'm gonna give you that day Gervonta Davis. I'm gonna keep my answers short like I did before because it's a debate show. So I'm gonna give you my debate. My debate is that Gervonta Tank Davis. All that question you gave, I ain't got nobody in that question right there. Errol Spence Jr. or Terrence Crawford. That's it.
So Gervonta's the A side because you said so. That's the argument?
No, the Gervonta's the A side because he got bigger numbers.
Okay, elaborate, please, because there's something called the casual fan, something called the new listener.
No. You can't tell me to elaborate. When I ask you to elaborate, you tell me that you're not trying to teach me to go research. No, you go research. They got to go research too.
I've done more than
one question. But I asked you a question so that I can be researched. You didn't want to respond to me. What you want me to do to you now? Nah, come on, man. I'm listening.
Have I not given you more than one word
answers? But you can go research. But what I'm saying to you is that right now we're gonna go back and forth the same way. If you can do it, I can do it. Anything you can do, I can do it better, baby.
Champion.
Let's go. We're gonna go tit for tat this morning, champ.
No. You going tit for tat. I'm gonna keep presenting evidence. So Exhibit C, I'm gonna screen share.
I want to present evidence again. I thought I had to go research it. Golly, I don't know where you coming from. You all over the place this morning.
I'm talking to the people. Like I said, elaborate for the casual fan, the new listener. You don't want to. You want to disrespect the listeners. All good. I'll continue to show them love.
Disrespect the listeners.
I'm showing them love. Can you stop cutting me off? Because I've give you the floor. You don't want the floor. So then when I take it, you just want to debate. Like, which one is it? Or do you need the floor? You got something to talk about?
Debate show. That's what you just said 2 minutes ago. But we got to debate.
I'm giving you the floor. So that we don't
asked you a question and you decided you didn't want to answer me so I can debate. You told me to go research, so I am doing so. I'm researching. Present your evidence. Let me get my research off for the people.
I just don't want to talk over you. That's why I'm saying, Francis, are you going? No, you're not going? Cool. Let me go so you don't keep doing what you do. You constantly cutting me off. So I'll just screen share my Exhibit C now. Francis presented nothing. And what I'm showing you is that Gervonta Tank Davis has had a head start, right? He's got 2 months, and his fight has 1.7 million views. His highlights. Devin just fought less than a month ago, and his fight has 682,000 views on his highlights. Teofimo upset the world, and his fight has 2.1 million views in 2 months. Fair comparison with Gervonta Tank Davis, And then the superstar, the A side, his has 4.7 million views in 1 day. Not 1 month, not 2 months. I mean, that must translate. Like, anybody in accounting is saying, well, fuck it. Even 10% of that is good. Do me, any thoughts on this screen share, on all these highlights here? This is, what does this mean to you? If anything, it doesn't have to mean anything. I mean, hey, you can choose the one-word answer and say, it's just numbers.
Nah, it's not just numbers, all right? I'm not gonna go that route. What I'm looking at is that obviously one has majorly more than the others, and that is Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell. So, we've always said that Ryan Garcia holds that title in the sense, right, of media stardom. When it comes to boxing business, though, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? You consider the numbers that in viewerships, but you got to kind of take a look at the other numbers that you were mentioning, which is the money numbers, the viewership numbers for the actual fights. And this is what this is. This is not Ryan Garcia hitting a shovel uppercut or a fast little shoe shine and getting some hits. This is the actual fight. This is giving us actual numbers for what he's doing for boxing, not for Logan Paul or whatever the hell else he gets into. You know what I'm saying? We already know he's a star in that right in social media. This right here, this last fight, these numbers that they're showing, they're putting him on a different level. Now, we're speaking about who would be A-side right now. And I'm still shaky about saying whether it's either Ryan or Tank, because Tank, like you said, holds a head start. And, he has the money team behind him, man, and those guys know how to negotiate. And, rarely are they not the A-side. So, but right now, I can say, man, that King Ryan is coming for that position. And Manny Pacquiao, if you told me who he would choose if he had King Ryan in that option or Gervonta Davis.
Well, he don't got. Stop saying Gervonta. He ain't got Gervonta Davis. Nobody ever talks about Tank and Pacquiao. We've never heard that shit.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
So stop saying that bullshit. Now today, motherfuckers wanna jump on Ryan's fucking coattails and say, yeah, Tank versus Pacquiao. No one's ever said that.
Yeah, I never heard it. So I still haven't heard Manny say anything about Ryan. So I'm sort of like I told you, I'm a little conflicted. But what King Ryan's speaking,
no, and you don't have Manny talking about Ryan. What you have is Ryan's network talking about Manny. You don't got Espinoza, who where his Tank fights at on Showtime. You don't got Espinoza saying, Tank and Pacquiao would be a fantastic fight. That's a super fight. You don't have that. You don't have the network sitting him down, marketing him in that direction. Okay. You don't have that.
So you're looking at the card, so to speak.
You have that for DAZN. DAZN is doing that. They pushing that. There's a hashtag for that. There's pictures side by side for that. That's there.
So they're actually speaking into an existence.
But Francis, you have anything? I don't want to cut you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I remember specifically, man. I had to sit here and pound my chest and beat my chest and stand on my 10 finesse to take some type of credit that Ryan Garcia is a star based on his numbers. Now boxing is so fickle. What have you done for me lately? And what Ryan has done for you lately showed that he can put 1.4 and 3 million views on his videos and whatnot. So everybody's on his jock shot. Everybody's bandwagon jumping. Now they want to jump on Ryan. Ryan is the guy. Before. Ryan hasn't fought anybody. Who the hell's Ryan? His social media numbers ain't transferring into nothing. Well, we're seeing that right now. But I understand bandwagon is there to be jumped. So I ain't with it. I'm going to stand on my 10 like I've been standing on my damn 10. 130, 135. The king that makes all the money, that brings all the money. You got to need the money is Tank Davis. We're going to talk about, you're going to put in the category of killers versus somebody who hasn't done anything, but is proven that he's a star outside the ring and his star inside the ring is shining bright. Come on, man. Who do you think Manny's going to pick? Like that you setting people up. You walking them down. You might as well hold their hand and walk them to the goddamn answer. You giving them the answer. That's the way to lead. You leading the witness. You led the witness. So I'm going to answer your question. Like you asked. It's Tank Davis, man. Tank Davis is the A side. Against Ryan Garcia. He's going to carry a lion's share of everything. Not taking nothing away from Ryan Garcia because, as I said, man, his star is shining, man. And he got an opportunity with nothing else on to shine bright. The world got to see him fall down and get back up. And now everybody's in love with the fact that, okay, he can do it. We've seen him do it. Let us see him do it now. Well, he did it, and now everybody's with it. So I'm not even going back and forth, but Tank Davis is A-side, no matter what. He's already been on pay-per-view. Same thing we talking about, with Earl and Terrence. It is what it is, man. Both bright, shining. But as you said, Alex, Tank has got a major head start. Ryan got catching up to do. I don't care how much promoting the zone going to do and whatnot. Showtime do their own promoting and stuff. That's why Tank, do the numbers that he do. And the fans that he got. So, it is what it is, man.
All right, let's get to some of these super chats. Oh, wait a minute. We got the champs on.
What's going on?
How you guys doing this morning?
How's it going?
All good, all good. So I don't want to butcher the name, so I'm going to go ahead and allow you to pronounce your first and last name so that we can introduce you to our audience. But go ahead.
I go ahead, yeah? Yeah, so my name is Hayton Ramos.
Hayton?
Yeah, with a H. Hayton.
Hayton Ramos.
Yes.
All right. All right, so introduce yourself to us. Obviously, I seen that you're from Australia. We have an Australian correspondent, and I had hit him up. We had a conversation. I was hoping he had seen you in the gym.
No, I am Maltese.
Oh, from Maltese. But you had a lot of fights in Australia, right?
Yeah. I did my pro debut in Australia. I stayed there for 2 years.
Okay.
So I did 2 years in Australia. I had about 10 fights in Australia, something like that. And then I moved back to Malta.
Yeah, so I had called a few people in Australia to see if anybody had, maybe got some work with you or something. One of my guys actually watched, I believe, let me see, I'm going to check it out. I think it was maybe your 4th fight. I'm not 100% sure, but can you tell us about your time in Australia and who you might have got some work with? Any Cambrosos or Jeff Horns in your in your area?
No, actually, I train with a trainer called Najmieli, and that's south of Sydney. It's called a city called Wollongong. I didn't train with Jeff Horn or Camboza, but I was the sparring partner or one of the sparring partners of Billy Dib. Do you know Billy Dib?
Yes.
Billy Dib and Jackson. You know Jackson? What's his name? Anyways, mostly Billy Dib. I was training sparring with Billy Dib often. I used to go there spar.
Yeah, he's a good friend of the show. We've had him on here quite a few times, man. Actually, I spent some time with him when he came to America when he was the IBF champion.
Yes.
He's a good guy. We've done a lot of interviews with him actually from Australia. How was that time sparring with him?
It was a very good learning experience from me. I picked up a lot from him. I learned a lot from him, and we worked hard together. 8 rounds, 10 rounds, more. What was a good work together. We did good work, and I picked up good tricks from him. I appreciate his help.
Now, unfortunately, the fight that my correspondent from Australia seen, I think, was your upset, right? You weren't supposed to, or did you upset someone?
Most likely. Yeah.
Most likely, huh? Mr. Confident.
Underdog.
Yeah, that's me though. Yeah,
that's the position you're playing, right?
Even my last fight, I was the underdog. I fought for the European title last month, 4th December, and I was the underdog. I was the away fighter. I'm awfully the underdog. And I love making upsets. Because I stay quiet, and then I do my best to win, and yeah, I won.
So, 31 years old, man. What got you into boxing?
Oof. Mostly fear. When I was a kid, fear motivated me. When I was just tired of being afraid, tired of being the weakest link, and I just got obsessed with training.
Yeah.
And I had the gym, and I used to do everything. Actually, I used to do from Muay Thai to Jiu-Jitsu to boxing. I went abroad when I was 17 to Brighton, and I just jumped into this MMA tournament just by myself. I went there for a month just training. I remember I didn't have the money to pay them, so what I did was I was the cleaner of the gym. So my payment was cleaning the gym, and then they used to let me train with them, and that was it. And we used to just clean up the area. Then I used to train with them, and that was me. And ended up in a MMA tournament in boxing, and I won. I was winning, and then from that on, it took off.
So no amateur background at all.
Yep. And then when I came back to Malta, from 2009 until December 2014, I became amateur boxing. I stuck to amateur boxing, and I had over 60 fights. Yeah. Okay. All over in Europe, because Malta back then there was no competitions whatsoever. So I was just traveling by myself to countries such as England, Sweden, Italy, all over whatever I could find to tournaments, and just jump in tournaments and got the experience and taught myself the ways.
So you've been chasing this dream.
The fight that I was talking about was the one in Sydney. That was the upset that my correspondent, Michael Caparelli, was actually at that. Well, we call him Mickey. Mickey Caparelli was actually at that fight. Talk to me about the Sydney fight with a guy you were supposed to beat, who was 4-1 and 2 at the time.
Yes. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, that was my bad. I mean, I must say, it happens. I'm gonna say I did train for it, but what I learned from that loss is the weight cut. The way I cut my weight was very bad, and I didn't recover enough in the ring. My legs were just very weak. I mean, if you watch the fight, it was close-ish. It was actually a split decision. No excuses. But I wasn't myself in the ring. I was very weak. I just basically just pushing through. But I wasn't there, And I learned from that lesson. And now since that loss, I cut weight very properly, gradually. I never jump in the ring dehydrated or my legs gone. So from that loss, I take it as a lesson to properly diet and cut weight progressively throughout the coming weeks of the weigh-in, and not leave the last 3 days and cut down 5-6 kilos because you don't recover properly and your legs don't recover properly. I'm not sure if you guys ever experienced that, but it sucked. It sucked big time. And no matter how much you try, your heart wants, but your body is just...
It can't. It's going to fail. I mean, if your water levels are not right, even your brain, if you don't have the right water levels, you're just...
Yeah, well, we're talking about Tank Davis today, and, he gave up his title at the scales. He decided, look, I can't lose anymore. Some bodies just can't. But since we get so many up-and-coming fighters listening to the show, can you just be specific on what you feel you did wrong in the lead up to that fight in terms of cutting the weight or the diet, like specifically so that no one makes that mistake, after you listening to your story?
Yep. No, man, because I got away with it before. Let's say I just I leave it the last 3 days, and the last 3 days, I'm saying before this, I used to just just work on lots of cardio with sweatsuits on, and literally eat very little fruits, maybe some fish and some vegetables, and barely any water in those 4 or 5 days of the week, which was the mistake because I was just throughout the whole week dehydrated and low blood sugar. Basically, I know, right? That's the mistake. That's the mistake that I did. Nowadays, I don't do that anymore. I leave the last 3 weeks, and I just eat clean. Reduce the sugars I don't just cut half of what I usually eat. So let's say 3 weeks before the fight, I start decreasing the portion, especially the nighttime. So the nighttime, I don't eat heavy carbs, like potatoes or rice or pasta. No, in the evening I have a lot of protein, fats, and sort of carbs. Really, I put in, I add more greens. So no potatoes, no rice, but add more greens and maybe some soup. So I keep myself energized, energized, and of course keep drinking water, and the water with like a lemon or lime, just keep my vitamins up. And gradually with the training and all week by week, I decrease the amount of foods and intakes, the calories per week, and just you will see your body weight just drop, and that's it. The last 3 days will always be a bit hard because you have to reduce the water, Yeah,
that's the tough part.
That's the tough part.
That's 10 pounds of water.
Yeah, but at least you won't be weak, and your body. This is very important that your body starts to adapt to that weight. Like if you're used to sparring, or training at 6 kilos above your weight class, and then suddenly you're training or you're fighting with like 2 kilos or 3 kilos above your weight class, you're gonna feel very weak. So I adapt my body throughout a certain time period to get myself ready to fight in that weight class. So from that fight, from that upset, you heard the mistake I made. I learned of not to underestimate anyone. Doesn't matter what record he has. That's one. And two, respect your body and cut weight the proper way.
I love that. I love that. Did you guys hear him? Not to underestimate anyone, matter what record he has. Okay.
That's a fact. Okay, I got a question for you, sir. If you don't mind me asking, Francis from Canada. You were talking about your diet. What does your diet consist of when you're not training? And what does your diet consist of when you're not training?
So like what do you mean, like Christmas time? I don't want to talk about that.
Huh?
You mean last month, December during Christmas, or what usually?
No. What you usually eat like on a daily basis that that helps you to stay energized. Then when you cut, like what do you remove? You say you add more greens. And you like, I want to know, like what do you like? What is your meals consist of?
Okay, so let's say today, I'll give you an example today. After because I like to do my cardio in the morning in a fasted state, you know. I don't like to train with a stomach heavy, so I like training with on a fasted state and just hydrated really. And let's say after training, I have like today I had 3 boiled eggs, avocado, and mixed nuts, like walnuts, almonds, stuff like that.
Okay.
So you understand? So you count macros and stuff or something?
Nah, I mean.
Because don't the eggs have a lot of fat? Isn't 3 for you? You 130 pounder. 3 boiled eggs, that's a lot of fat, man. That yellow yolk is not a lot of fat for you?
No, I don't think, no. Cool. My weight is about 65 kilos. What's 65 kilos in pounds?
I have no clue, but you fight at 130. You're super featherweight.
Yeah, so let's say I weigh about 142 pounds.
Naturally. Around weight.
My walking is about 142.
And then you cut about 10 to 11.
Yeah, and I cut down 12 pounds. Is that 12 pounds I cut down?
About 12, yes.
Yeah, about 12 pounds, yeah.
Okay. So speaking of your division, man, 130, hot division, man. Hot division. Yeah. What are you doing to get into that top 10?
Whatever it takes, man. I mean, I'm from a very small island. Do you know where Malta is?
I do not. I'm from the
That's
Dominican Republic, though. You know. Well, where is it? Tell me.
It's below. Do you know where Sicily is? Sicily.
Yes.
It's an island. Below that, it's like a pebble, man. It's a really small island.
So when are you coming to the States then? I mean, if you know you can't make it in Malta, what you waiting for?
COVID.
Okay. No, that's understandable. That definitely pushed everything back for everyone.
Because actually a year ago, the Las Vegas one. Maybe. Yeah. See, so a year ago, I had won WBC Mediterranean title. That's a regional title, yeah. Mm-hmm. And after that, I was meant to come to Las Vegas to train in the Mayweather gym. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But unfortunately, I got a shoulder injury, a very bad shoulder injury. My point is that I was about to come to USA.
Yeah.
And then again, when I recovered, I wanted to come again, but COVID.
So, are you guys on travel ban right now? You can't leave?
No, Malta isn't. No, we can. Oh. No, we can.
So you need to come.
It's just difficult.
You need to come because we're accepting people. You could definitely, absolutely. We could fly here. I mean, look, look at Top Rank. They made sure some of their guys got here, And I spoke to Pedro Diaz, is the trainer of the Croatian heavyweight, Filip Hrgović. We spoke to him yesterday in Croatia, so he had to leave. And, he's in Miami, so he flew out, obviously. He's training Hrgović out there. Yeah.
Where is he training? He's training. So it's cool to train there in USA. It's fine.
I mean, yeah, it's cool to train here.
Certain cities, yeah.
Most gyms for professional fighters are private anyway. You understand? So it's not like they could shut your gym down. It's a private gym. Like, I mean, I don't know a gym that's closed anymore anyway. I mean, I'm just being honest. Especially here in my own city and state, we just have guidelines, you know, where we gotta like, you know, wear masks and things like that and socially distance. But
oh yeah, well, sorry to interrupt, but Europe is on lockdown. Actually, I just remembered.
okay,
Europe is on lockdown.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's really bad for the UK. We got a friend in Europe, and you guys, in the UK, they're not even having fights for January. It's shut down till February.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
to ask you, the name Flash. Where did you get that name from? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah. Okay. So this was before Ryan Garcia. Just saying. I'm not thinking. All right. Just saying. Ryan Garcia out there. I'm not thinking anything. You know. So I'm saying about 8 years ago, I think. So I was always training with the team, whatever, with the boys or with the, and I was like always the fastest runner or like on the pads or on the bag. I was always like either overlap them or like just fastest than everyone really. Even when I used to, even most of my amateur fights, that's how I used to beat them. They're like they just didn't used to see my punches coming. And someone mentioned to me, "You remind me of the Flash," and then it picked up. And from that day on, they called me Flash. I didn't say it, man. I didn't even call it myself the Flash. People started to call me Flash.
Okay, so it wasn't self-proclaimed.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even say it. I was like, cool. I don't mind. Yeah, that's it. And people started calling me Flash. I said, all right.
Is that your style of fighting in the ring? Fast pace? Are you a forward pressure fighter? Maybe boxer puncher? What do you like to do?
To be, I'm more of I'm fast, but not like a high volume. More like I exactly. So I am more like precision and
Sniper.
accuracy. Exactly. Yes, that's the one. Yeah. Precision, accuracy. I've had rounds where I went toe to toe and through. When the moments has to do. If my cornerman told me, listen, you need to push this round or the next 2 rounds, you gotta go toe to toe with him. If I have to do it, I will do it. But my style is more like you said, sniper really. Lots of movement, you know, footwork, angles, and less precision. Yeah, that's more me.
How long have you been with your team?
To be honest with
coach?
you, no, I'm self-trained. You know.
Say exactly. What?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. You can't. Do that. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Wow. I know what that's like, man. And let me tell you something. You hit a wall at times, and you need somebody. You need somebody there. That's just
wait. But 60 amateur fights. Why would you be self-trained? Where's your amateur your amateur trainer? What happened to the guy that started you?
I told you. I'm from. There was none. I told you. I'm from Malta. We didn't have this.
Small, yeah.
Yeah, it's very small.
We didn't have this level. You have to understand. There was. You can't understand because from USA there is such a high level.
Yes.
Or UK, but in Malta back then, 2009, 10, 11, there was no trainers like that. I was just like training myself, looking people on internet, and traveling to Italy, traveling to England, just to pick up from different coaches. But one-on-one or something like that, I didn't have. So I was.
Have to move. You have to move. If you want, if you really want to be a fighter, you can't be there. You're 31, right? How old are you?
Yeah, 31.
You can't.
You've done a lot already so far on your own, man.
You cannot stay in Malta another 6 months, my friend. You're 31. You need to get ranked in the top 10. Like it's time. You know what I mean?
To hustle, right?
I'm not saying jump in an airplane, you know, but you do have to start moving. You do. And you're obviously in a box out there. You got to go. At least go to Canada. Wherever they take you, go. But Malta ain't it, man. It ain't it. It ain't going to get you.
You could always represent home. You know, you can always represent home, but sometimes
Jesus,
you
imagine
gotta
the sparring,
leave the land.
Man. Imagine the sparring. Great. Listen, you got Lee has my number, bro. If you come to the tri-state area, I'm gonna get you some world-class sparring to make sure that this is what you want. You know what I mean? Because you've never sparred anyone. Only Billy did, and that's a champion. You know what I mean? But I mean, no one in America. You got to get in some camps. You have a manager?
Yeah.
He's got to get you. Why he's not getting you in sparring camps, man?
He does. 1 second. You can explain it.
You the manager?
Guys. What's going on, champ?
Oh shit! He's in trouble. What happened, bro? You got to get this guy over here, at least on a visa.
No, absolutely. I mean, in fact, that was the plan. We had got him in. We had him out training in Manchester for a month when COVID hit, and they forced him to come back to Malta. But that was the first step. We had him in Lee's camp there, and that's when we start upping his sparring. Before any fights, I get him to London, get him into one of the bigger gyms there to spar for a month. Because that's what's missing. Well, we got good fighters in Malta. There's a lot of love for boxing. What Hayton encountered, in the earlier years, there was very little support institutionally. So that's kind of what we've been trying to fight against. Like you're on your own. You got to pay your own way here, and there's no camp you can join in, no coach who can pick you up. He had to go to Australia to get good coaching. That's how tough it was. So you definitely that was the plan with Leos in Colombia. We started to make those plans to get him to Vegas, to get him to the United States, and basically do exactly what you've been recommending.
So what's the trajectory for this year? Like, what is the plan? I know. No, I'm talking to you. You're the manager. What is the plan? He's the fighter. What are you looking for the first quarter? I'm not even gonna say first half. What's up for the first quarter of the year for him?
Right. Well, for the first quarter, definitely is. We've already have a mandatory challenger.
Okay.
For the belt. It's a little quick. I mean, it was within a week of him winning it. We got the official notification that he has a mandatory challenger. So that's
it was vacant. Normally when you win a vacant title, you get 1 or 2 mandatory. So it's pretty standard.
Yeah. So that was step 1. Now we're going to be gearing up for that. Definitely go back to Manchester because he felt comfortable there. He had good coaching. That's essential also to get him into the sparring. And then defend the title. Once we've defended it, then we can bring up the rankings.
So I was gonna Google this, but fuck it. What currency are you guys using in Malta?
Euro.
Okay,
that's the euro.
Because I'm like, why is he going to Europe? That has to be more expensive to go to London. But
that's that European Union money.
I get it. If the money is the same, it doesn't hurt your pockets. But remember that if you came here, your euro is worth more when you convert. You understand? And Texas is wide open, bro. This fight is, man, you could get him. You'll get him a fight, man. Listen, America's having fights. America's having fights. Andre Rozier, I just read this morning, they locked in a venue, a casino in Orlando, bro. They got 6 shows, and they were approved for this second show in Orlando. I was on the phone with Justin Big Time Briggs. He's got his own promotion. He's got his sister fighting January 30th. We're going to schedule her for the show. Adia Biggs is fighting in January 30th. So there's fights out here, man. We're not on lockdown.
Copy.
We're not on lockdown. You guys need to find a
Lee,
way.
I hope you're listening. You know what I'm going to be talking to you soon.
No, Lee knows, man. Lee and I are connected, man. There's got to be a way for you to get over. I mean, look, Lee knows Jeff, man. Get that guy in the Mayweather gym and test him out, see what's up. But yeah, man. So give me some of your hobbies, brother. What do you do outside of boxing?
Me,
not me.
Not really. Just a regular guy, bro. Just but here in Malta, okay. I like to hang out at the beach, meet some friends. Just chill.
So you get to chill. You're not. You don't have to have like a 9 to 5. You're a full-time boxer.
No, I do work. I'm a personal trainer.
Okay.
So I'm in the gym as well.
Oh, so that makes weight cutting easier.
So you say you like accuracy. What type of punch do you like? What's the punch that you like? What's the punch do you like to land? Is that the left hook, the right hand, the uppercut? Like what is it? Check hook? What is it?
The jab and the left uppercut is my best one.
Jab, left.
The jab. I love the jab. and the left uppercut.
Awesome. And then you work off of that, obviously, right?
So let's make some headlines, brother. Who you think you're ready for at 130 right now? I mean, you ranked 122. So where you think you're at? Who can you take out right now to make your name known?
Yeah, I'm not gonna mention the names you were mentioning, no, bro.
No, I'm not expecting you to. I don't want you to dig a hole. I want you to. Listen. I'm a guy that I like to develop. You know, any of my favorite fighters. When Danny went from 140 to 147, Danny Garcia, I was happy with him taking those in between fights. That's how the old school guys did it. You know, people that jump straight up, that's cool and that's fantastic. But you know, good trainers, they want you to gradually get acclimated to the weight. So I don't rush anybody, man. But I do want you to not be 122. I want you to like get, I don't know, 50, 80, 60.
Yeah, but
what do you want to be?
That's what I would say. I would say whatever you said. Who do you want next? I'm gonna say whoever I can get to move up the ranking. So whatever, really, whatever it takes to move up in ranking, I'm open for that. That's who's next for me. So whatever's there, and the chance I can get to go up in ranking, 50, number 40, number 30, I'll take it. Whatever, anything.
So let me ask you, how long ago was that Billy Dib sparring?
Oh, I think the last time he sparred was like 2017.
Man, maybe that's a guy. Maybe that's a guy you guys need to call. He needs a fight. I seen him on Instagram trying to get Abner Mars to fight him in the comments section. Like, come on, let's do a fight. We could do it. And so, yeah, he needs a fight. You guys are still in the same division. He's still ranked in that division. And above
I guarantee he won't take it because he won't get anything from me.
Yeah, I know.
You understand me?
No, I hear
you. You know how it works, right? You know how it works.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's like me saying.
You're behind
That's like me saying, I'll take out. I want to fight. I know Lopez. I'm giving you an example, or Lomachenko. There, you know. Please, come on, man. Who am I to them? But for me, it's something big. But for them, it's like I'm a nobody.
But Billy, you know, no disrespect, but he doesn't have too much negotiation power at this point. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, he's in the comment section trying to get a fight. Like, when's the last time Billy did fought? He lost to Khan, and that was like a, you know, come on, Billy.
Yeah, I know.
He's never been a welterweight. You know, he wasn't even supposed to be in that fight. That was weird. So, you know, he needs those fights. He hasn't. I mean, what? Billy, again, the last time we heard of Billy is with Khan, and before that was losing his title to Gradovich. You know,
yeah.
Billy needs to get back on point too. So he could be, you know, you guys could use each other, but I get it. That's a difficult one to make. I don't know, man. You definitely need to start moving at 31, though. I'll tell you that.
I know. I know this. I know. Unfortunately, I was injured also for about 2 years. That's 1 year and a half. But anyways, no excuses.
What about Toka Khan Clary? He just lost to what's my man name from the UK?
Stevenson.
Yeah, but before that, because he was in UK, he probably knows Billy the Kid, right? That's his name. Kid Galahad. That's his name. Kid Galahad. You don't know him? Hangs out with Billy Joe.
He's from the UK, no?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know he is.
Yeah. So, you know, he fought Toka Khan Clary and Shakur Stevenson. How do you think you do with Toka Khan Clary? Watch them fight or no?
No, I didn't watch them fight, to be honest with you. But, I mean, I've been in these... I'm familiar with the English boxing and that style. And I've been with top names in boxing, sparring, you know, when I was in London and the UK and Manchester. And I held my own very well for up to 10, 12 rounds with these guys. So I was sparring a lot with the Commonwealth champions, top in England, and I was sparring a lot with them, and I had my own for over 10 rounds. So I'm not gonna show off or anything, but now whatever comes, man, it's not gonna bother me.
Beautiful.
If they put it in strikes, I'll take it. And now there's the mandatory fighter. He's from the UK as well, and he's calling me out. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. He's Irish.
All right. Haytham, you know, we want to thank you for being on with us this morning. You know, I hope we always get your name right. That's Haytham Lamaz,
yes.
right? Okay,
Yes.
and we're looking forward to whatever you guys have planned. And Nestor gives us given the advice that we give many fighters that are at that level and that age, and you definitely need to make some adjustments. But we welcome whatever you are gonna try to come do here in America, man. We want to hear your name more. And we want to know what's going on. So I would like to get the manager's name. I didn't get it. What's your name, sir?
Patrick.
Patrick, pleasure meeting you, brother.
Okay,
Nice to meet
Patrick.
you
We
guys.
thank you guys for being on. If you want to give any social media out right now for anyone that was listening, maybe could get behind you guys and follow your journey.
Oh yeah, I have well, that's my Instagram. If they can follow me there, it's Haytham HAITHEM _ Lamuz. That's LAAMOUZ. And your follow would be very appreciated from my side. Thank you a lot.
Beautiful.
All right.
Thank you, Hayton.
Thank you again.
Guys. Thank you.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gents. Up and coming prospect, Haytham.
Lamaz.
Yeah, 31. He's got to get it going, bro. You can't.
Nah, you were giving him some excellent advice, bro. I mean, you keep it real, man. That's one thing that I always like about you.
He's number one in Malta, and there's only 2 fighters.
Yo, Malta is nice, I heard. It's like
really nice, yeah.
Yeah, I heard it's nice, man.
Bruh. You know what's nice? Exhibit D.
Uh-oh.
That's what's nice. But I'm still trying to give y'all a chance.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I'm still trying to give y'all a chance
you
to
got
show me
super
how he
chance
ain't
to read too.
the
Oh yeah, I got a whole bunch of
Alex, he's trying to give you a chance, bro. Because
let me.
The love is over, brother.
you're beating a dead horse.
Yo,
Go ahead, Alex.
he beating the dead horse, but what you don't know is that I got the horses in the back.
That's before he died.
I got Show Kid 2005. It says, Ness, I know what you got for Christmas. The highest grade. You've been tripping lately. You said he was an IG star last week. By the way, Mario shook.
Yeah, and that's what you got. See, that is the difference about me. That's why I hate when y'all call me biased, right? Because when you all right, Francis tried to tell me something, I was against it. Now, it is noticeable. Why? Because the numbers aren't just social media. The numbers are for the fight. They're not just interested in him chilling with Logan. You ain't showing me him hitting somebody in the gut that's wearing a pad and some girl with big titties. No. You showing me almost 5 million people in 24 hours. 4.7 million people interested in his fight. That is the power. Not his 8 million on Instagram. No. Obviously, that 8 million brought the fan base. So he's showing you now the power. What we didn't have before this fight was we didn't have a way to gauge the metrics. Yes, he had numbers, Doomy. Did they convert? Today we see that they do. So what? I'm supposed to be some idiot that can't realize I was wrong and not swallow my pride and speak the truth? Of course I'm gonna say I was wrong. And the numbers prove he's right. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, look, if you would have told me before this fight, who had a side, I would have just straight up said Gervonta Davis. But again, and you can't hold, things change, Look, you've been saying that.
Well, let's go to conversions. Gervonta has how many followers on Instagram, right? And his pay-per-views converted at maybe a 10% rate. At maybe a 10% rate. He's got 2.5 million followers maybe on Instagram, And, he's got 2.5 million. And Ryan has 8.1. So, at least Floyd Mayweather, see, because I'm not talking to these little peons, you know what I mean? I'm talking to the people that know business. You don't think Floyd is looking at that and said, okay, well, Gervonta converted. And let me tell you, shout out to Gervonta that converted at a 10% rate. At a 10% rate. Think about, everyone take a second right now and think about if you can get 10% of whatever follows you on your Facebook friends, on your Instagram, on your YouTube, whatever you have. If you
at his level too, if you can millions.
If you can get 10%, no, but you on a regular level. Go look at your numbers and ask yourself, can I get 10% of my followers? If you got 400, can you get 40? 40 people to convert, to pay right now. Okay? So Tank did fantastic. But now Floyd is sitting and saying, well, damn, if Tank converted at a 10% and Ryan is showing that he converted at an even higher rate for free, because we have to say that. I'm not trying to disrespect. Tank is on a different level. Exactly. People converted in their wallet. He showed power. Okay? Power. But you think Mayweather Promotions is not saying, well, damn, this dude converted at a higher rate for free. So how much? Do we get 10% of his numbers too that will pay? Because he's converting over 10% for free. So, like, dog, business minds are scratching their head. You think the Pacquiao campaign saying, well, damn, how many pay-per-view buys can we do with this dude? That's not what you're thinking? Like, you guys are tripping right now, man.
Definitely thinking that, Champy. And this is what I'm talking about. You know, let's just focus on what the main thing is, all right? You know, look, Gervonta Davis is a star. You know, Francis, I agree with you. He's a star. He has that position to take. But you got to look at the numbers that he's translating now. King Ryan is not just the IG guy. Look at the numbers now. And
for the fight.
And honestly, Francis, just give it a chance.
Pumping Ryan like, yo, Ryan. Listen, we talking about Coldest Tub with Kevin Hart. We're talking about rolling around with Jake Paul, right?
Yeah,
Logan Paul. We're talking about
IG Cloud.
He's literally
all over the place.
I remember when Eddie Hearn said he walked down New York City and said nobody knows Deontay. Well, you know what Deontay Wilder did? He went on a media run. He was everywhere. Super Bowl, All-Star Weekend. He was everywhere. That's exactly what Ryan Garcia did. That's how he got on the radar. Remember, I'm a person that watch different sports. So when athletes from different sports talking about boxes, the first thing that I'm catching on to, like, whoa, you know who that is?
So check it, right? So check it. Let's go with that, right? He's been doing his thing. Cold as balls with Kevin Hart.
Hey, yo, FYI, do me another piece of information. FYI, at a free rate, Gervonta converted at less than 10%. His highlights are at 1.7.
Okay, there you go. Numbers don't lie. So just and Francis, look, I'm not going against what your opinion is. I just want to run through some of the numbers now that you've heard them, right? Now, we know that his IG stardom, and I keep saying IG, but it's across all types of platforms, right? His stardom and that it's been growing. But now that he's translating as a fighter in numbers, you know what I'm saying? How do you see that negotiation in the future? You know, or how do you see those numbers changing for Gervonta? Does Gervonta's get higher as Ryan's get higher, or does Ryan just keep growing and his numbers? Because the numbers are the ones that are going to give you the positioning and negotiating.
I don't mean to interrupt. I just want to tell you, he did 4.7 million with Luke Campbell. Imagine
Luke is not even a guy that's known.
Imagine he fights an American. Imagine he fights Linares, who's not American, but at least known to the American audience.
The arrow only points up. So,
dude, listen.
I
was saying yesterday, Gervonta needed to call Floyd and send the offer before someone steals Ryan, never thinking the person to steal Ryan as an option would be Pacquiao. I'm thinking, yo, Bob is going to send an offer for Tio to fight him. You know, Devin is going to send an offer with Dazn because they don't want Ryan to get off the network. That's why I was saying Tank needs to get on the phone with Floyd and Ellaby and say, yo, send him an offer now.
So, let me tell you, not to cut you, Nestor, we're talking about this fight from before.
No,
he fought this dude here. Tank said that I wanted to fight from before.
No, listen.
And Ryan said I wanted Tank from before. I told you, I was reporting saying that they wanted to fight. So in terms of Floyd, remember, I remember when Floyd had his birthday party, Ryan Garcia was in the building, being a Golden Boy fighter.
Yeah.
They're stateside with them. Leonard is always bigging up Ryan Garcia like, yo, that young boy right there is doing his thing. Y'all get off his back. That's how I know the deal going to happen with him and Tank, because they know it's business, man. We talking big business.
You want
before
information?
He did these astronomical numbers on Saturday.
You want real information? Because I did my research. There's a video on Ellie Setback that I watched this morning where Tank himself says that this fight was gonna happen. It was already signed for December before Leo, and we just didn't know. So that was before the numbers. Chill, champ. That was before the numbers. All I'm showing you, who's the A side, right? Who's the A side? Ryan doesn't have a belt. They're calling him out. The only one acting like the A side is Tio.
That's incorrect. That's incorrect.
I watched the.
Correct. You got to change that. That's incorrect.
Dude,
Ryan's being calling out Tank, not Tank calling out Ryan. That's incorrect, man.
Listen to me. I have a video from Ellie Setback where Gervonta says, I want Ryan Garcia next. I hope, okay? You don't hear Tank saying, you don't hear Ryan saying, he said, I hope he could get past him. I hope. All he got to do is get past him. I hope he could get past him. That's what he's saying. You want me to pull up the audio? Because I came prepared. I'll give you the name of the interview and everything.
I'm pulling up the audio right now.
Steve in Chicago is the one that sent it in the Skype chat.
You're telling me about a video that happened. Come on, Nas, you do your homework now. I've been done my homework for the last 6 months, man. You finally catching up. Thank you for catching up, man. I appreciate you. Let me give you a hand clap, bro. But the numbers you talking about, he hoping he passing because he want to fight. Ryan was.
If he hoping he want, exactly, because you cut me off because I'm making sense. If he hoping he want the fight, motherfucker, let me tell you something. The dude who don't got the belt is the one that should be hoping to get the fight. Not the fucking dude who's the pay-per-view star. Not the fucking dude that is allegedly the A side. What you hoping on the motherfucking B side to pick you for? Fuck is you talking about? And I'll show you a fucking article today. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'll show you an article today with Devin Haney saying the same fucking thing. I hope this fight gets made. I'm his mandatory. I shouldn't be chasing him. He should be chasing me. But yet, it's the other way around. So let's stop lying. And if you keep saying the same thing, Francis, understand what you're saying. You saying, I've been did my research. I've been told you this. I've been said Ryan was a star. And now today, we have all this new information. How are you still, without an argument, no facts, his defense is Tank. I said it, I'm done. One word answer. But then you saying I'm stupid because I didn't listen to you last week when you were saying everything I'm saying today. So which one is it? Is it Ryan, the bigger star, or is it Tank? You're not answering. You're not answering because I'll play the audio right now. Thank you, Steve in Chicago. Thank you, back chat. I'll play the audio of Tank. I hope he win. But I'll give Tank respect. He said, but if Campbell win, I'll fight either one of them. He said, if Campbell win, I'll fight either one of them. But he did say, I hope Tank wins. What you hoping for? He the B-side. I ain't never hoped for a B-side. You think Earl hoping for Porter? Is Earl hoping for fucking Danny? He ain't hoping for Crawford when he offered him 30 or 40%, did he? I mean, explain to me how I got it wrong. Just explain it to me. How the fuck I got it wrong when they calling him out and he ain't got no belt? He ain't got no belt. And again, before I finish, so you can go ahead and take over, I'm a smoke. Tio said, let them do something. So Tio the only one acting like an A-side. He ain't out here talking about, I'm going to fight Ryan right now. No, let them do something. You know, but that was before Campbell. He did think that Campbell was going to give Ryan a tough fight. So he might feel vindicated because he got dropped, but he also knocked him out with somebody when no one else ain't do. And we ain't talking about that either. Who got the more significant win? Was it Devin with a 39-year-old Gamboa? Was it Tank with a 39-year-old Gamboa or Leo Santa Cruz that never fought anybody that could punch? You know what I'm saying? Like, who did better? Whose test was better? I'm not saying it's Ryan. I'm asking you. Whose test was better? You know, I mean, I get it. On paper, Tank, he fought a 4-division world champion. But let me ask you this. Could Leo beat Campbell? Ryan? Could he beat Gamboa? Could Leo beat Gamboa? Gamboa just went 12 with Devin Haney. Devin Haney hit him with the motherfucking kitchen sink and couldn't get him out. So could Leo beat Gamboa? I'm just saying, man. I'm going to go ahead and rest right there. We got more evidence, but that was just, you know, Exhibit C.
coming out of Gervonta Davis's mouth. I got to see that one, because you got to look at how they speak, man. A word of hope is like, damn, that's my payday. I need that, So, definitely gives you an insight, I guess, on where he's
just like Regis. Regis said what? Just to give you clarity, Regis said, "Man, this nigga Brown ass fucking up my money."
I thought you were cooling. You still talking. That's my point. See you. That's how I know you. That's how I know I got you. That's how I know I'm on your helmet.
Regis said what?
You want to talk for 10 minutes and give me 2 minutes and then jump in 2 minutes later and then keep talking.
You ain't even talk. You ain't even talk.
Mute. You gotta know when to stop.
He ain't even talk. Hey,
I got you.
He said,
I got you.
You want to talk and give me no. That was Doomy
Let's move on, because you know it, bro. You know I got you. Look at him. Look at him, Alex. He fucking swerving over there. He said I called you. You said I call you stupid. Putting words in my mouth again. Got you. You said I'm doing all this. Got you. Look, you can't even sit quiet. Y'all mute yet? You smoking? I don't see you smoking. I thought you smoking. Smoke.
Doomy, I was just giving you some clarity as to
I don't
the
need
same
no more
thing.
clarity. You clarified enough. I already got enough clarity. I don't need no more clarity.
I gotta speak for the people, fellas, and I gotta hit some of these super chatties. So while Francis goes to the corner, takes a couple of instructions from the corner, he'll come back around.
Francis got zero facts, man. I'm still holding on to this video from ES News.
Can we get to the super chat? I swear to God, Alex.
No hitting after the bell, Ness. No hitting after the bell.
I'm still holding on to this video from ES News. So as soon as Francis think he won, I'm ready to play this Tank audio. You know
real quick, Noah G. Dallas says, rumor has it that numbers for Ryan versus Campbell were better than Canelo's last fight. So if it's true, it will be a game changer.
Don't say that, because that's a rumor, and I don't want to run with that, because then, it's like, how could I win this argument that I'm already winning with a rumor? But like, just saying.
Good for Ryan, bro. That's huge if it is true. Boston Jared on the return. McGregor is even more quote unquote green than Garcia with 2 pro fights and represents way more money.
I don't know.
For Manny, yeah. You know what? I look. The numbers are goodness, but I gotta stand on McGregor, man. McGregor can bring a lot of money to Manny. A lot of money. A lot.
How many more people you think? All right. So that means your pay-per-view buy prediction for Manny McGregor and your pay-per-view buy prediction for Ryan Garcia and Manny Pacquiao right now. Go.
Oh man, I can't even give you a right estimate on the Ryan and Manny yet, but for McGregor, man, Jesus, man, pay-per-views, I'd say 5.
You tripping. Holy shit. Listen, first of all, think about this, Doomy. The world thought McGregor was going to beat Mayweather, right? Like the I don't want to sound racist, but I feel like white America felt that shit. Like McGregor was like this white hope that they was going to finally beat the arrogant black guy. And then he fucking pulled the curtain on him, bro. No one will believe McGregor can box again. You think 5 million more suckers are coming back out? You think 5 million more suckers coming back out to watch Pacquiao beat up Mayweather?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna do it better for you. Not only is 5 million suckers coming back, another 5 million on top are coming on that because MMA wants get back. MMA wants get back, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the viewership from the MMA
buys, guys. This dude said Pacquiao McGregor does 10 million pay-per-view buys.
Who said that?
You just said 5 million more are gonna come out. So 5 and 5 is 10.
No, that's happening in your brain. What I'm giving an insight and just trying to stretch that more people are going to show up. I didn't say all that. That happened in your brain. I'm trying to be an entertainer right now and kind of bring you down the road.
You entertaining by saying 10 million.
But you're in your head. You're making up a whole argument for me that I didn't even think of.
5 million more.
What are you making up in your head?
Look, all right.
What the hell does the phrase 5 million
from the
more
record
mean?
because I don't want to lead him down any road. So what I'm saying is that those 5 million people that you called suckers are going to come back, and probably many more, because MMA wants get back. People in the MMA world got a sour taste in their mouth from their boy getting beat up. Now you throw Manny Pacquiao in the mix. it's another legend. It's like a second chance champ. You know what I'm saying? And Manny knows that he's gonna make money. MMA is huge, bro. You gotta really know the monster of the sport of MMA to really understand what kind of numbers I'm talking about.
Let me paint this for you, man. America is gonna get behind the teenage heartthrob that's trying to take out a legend. Okay?
Heartthrob, I like
boxing, hardcore boxing, right? Whatever you want to call them, 250,000 people, 350,000 hardcore fans, they're going to get behind Pacquiao-Ryan because it's a real fight. McGregor isn't a real fight. McGregor has
spectacle fights. McGregor has the biggest numbers.
Again, you didn't hear me. Hardcore fans, whatever that is, 250 or 300,000, you know. And the reason I'm giving low numbers like that because I'm saying the guys like me that bought Kovalev Ward, it was only 190 of us. David Lemieux versus Gennady, it was only 170 of us. You understand? Triple G versus Jacobs, it was only 170 of us. I gave my money. I'm talking about us.
You're saying that Ryan and Manny happened more so because of the hardcore?
No, I'm telling you that Manny and Pacquiao get more hardcore buys.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Than McGregor and Pacquiao, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm also saying that McGregor, Pacquiao get less casual buys because the casuals ain't gonna be fooled twice. They're not gonna be fooled twice.
That's cool. That's your opinion that they're not gonna be fooled twice. But you got to understand the crowd that gets behind this fighter. It's not just a regular guy like, oh, we're gonna get behind this guy again. Oh, he let us down. It's McGregor, dude.
You know what I'm saying? You got to tell him again, man.
Like, you got to know who McGregor is. Like, and you know what he's done with Mayweather. But like, if you see his numbers, and I don't got him up top, but I can get him for you. This guy's
iPhone.
Yeah, this
guy,
I
love it. And this is why I came prepared, bro. I wake up at 4 a.m. So Exhibit D. Fucking fools. Check this out.
Well, you can't call me a fool because you said D 2 times.
I ain't talking to you. I'm generalizing to the listening public who doesn't want to believe my argument. This is Mayweather McGregor numbers, and they got 3-year head start on Ryan, who finished fighting yesterday night, all right? Okay, so Mayweather.
Hold on, don't yell it. Say it a little more so I can hear you better.
Mayweather McGregor on Showtime Sports, the epilogue has 50 million views. Hats off to them.
For which? For
the epilogue, Mayweather McGregor. This is content from the actual Showtime who did the pay-per-view. So hats off to them. I mean, 50 million views, that is amazing. But now let's go to some of this other stuff here from Showtime, right? Floyd Mayweather McGregor weigh-in 3 years ago, only 2.6. With 3 years on YouTube. Toronto press conference, shout out to Francis, 5.5 with 3.
What are the numbers you're looking at? You're looking at YouTube numbers, right?
Absolutely. Same place Ryan's at with his highlights.
So your argument's based off of one platform, linear, just one platform.
Just here because DAZN, the network that aired Ryan fights, put out their highlights, and Showtime, the network that aired.
Because I want to make sure that the people understand that these are just numbers from one. We're not including all the other numbers that go along with this in other platforms and social media.
No. Again, because we're not talking about we're not talking about conversions. We're talking about free conversions.
Okay.
We made that clear. That's why we brought up Tank's highlights. That's why we brought up Devin's highlights, because there are free to the public. Let's see how many alleged free fans they can bring. And then let's do a step further and see what those free fans converted to for Tank. How many? What was the percent? 250, 200,000 buys, 225? So that converted well, and we gave him credit for that. But we're sticking to per platform. And here is Mayweather with 3 years with the press conference of 1.8. So it is comparable, man. That kid is comparable. With McGregor being on the other side of Mayweather. And guess what? Right now, something Ryan just did, I'm being told by the producer, has crossed over to 5 million. And I'm going to get you those numbers right now. Dog, it's just blowing up. It's blowing up. Look, his highlights already just crashed over to 5 million. Here's the screenshot, bro. It's and again, this isn't him hitting the Cobra bag anymore. This isn't that. This isn't him with his shirt off and an oily chest. This ain't that no more. This is people tuning in to watch him fight. You can think it's a game all you want. But I've won these marketing arguments before, man. We'll see it. We'll see it. No one's not going to sit back and not see that this guy means dollar signs in a pay-per-view.
No argument from me.
And who's the bigger pay-per-view? If Tank wants this pay-per-view, and he admitted on this interview right here that is titled Teofimo on Gervonta versus Ryan. Hear from Tank, Ryan, Floyd, and others. And Oscar. Right? It's a 24-minute video, and it's on ES News right now, published 13 hours ago. All right? Go hear it from his mouth. You know? That's all.
Nah.
So why does Floyd say in there he wants to fight? Why does Tank say he wants to fight? So what are you telling me that Pacquiao's not ready? Wait. Pacquiao's not sitting back and saying, wait, Floyd want his guy to fight him? Well, fuck, I'm still active. Why are we not thinking about that?
That's nuts. That's nuts. You know, Ryan Garcia is mentioning it. That's what gives it more, you know, more meat. You know, he's saying it like, yeah, I would like to get in there with him. But again, comparison to Mayweather and McGregor, and just going to Manny's position and seeing what he feels is easy money and what can bring more money to him. I'm still gonna say that right now, if he does a fight with McGregor, they do huge numbers. I'm not going to sit here and say that he doesn't do huge numbers with Ryan, but I give McGregor and a Manny Pacquiao the edge on numbers just right now. Maybe things change. Maybe you make me a believer even more, Ness, with another situation like this. You know, another Ryan Garcia fight. But you got to understand, Ryan Garcia still has to step up, and anything can happen up in these step up fights. The numbers are great. Kid overcame adversity.
No, see, Doomy, you thinking hardcoreness. I'm thinking business. We don't want you to step up because they're going to steal. If you get knocked out, the pay-per-views is over. Manny needs to do it now. Tank needs to do it now. It's a race to Ryan, not the other fucking way around. Not
Doomy,
what this man is telling
that's
you.
Incorrect,
not
Doomy.
what he's
I'm glad
telling
that
you.
I got Ness. I'm glad I got Ness on Ryan's bandwagon right now. Pom for him. I'm that's why I'm so quiet. It's kind of crazy for me to big up Ryan and for him to shit on Ryan, and now he's bigging up Ryan bigger than flipping the Goodyear blimp flying in the sky. And I love it, man. I appreciate it. But at the end of the day, man, Tank they're supposed to fight. And the reason why he said I hope he wins is the same reason why he got dropped by Luke Campbell in the second round, and everybody clinched their seat and held on tight like, God damn it, he about to lose. It's the same reason why he said he hopes that he wins the fight. And if Luke wins, he'll fight him. Why would he say he hopes if Ryan gonna beat him? Come on, man. Do we need to break down the simple shit that's already simple? I don't really think we need to. It's pretty plain and simple. It's plain and simple. That's why they want the fight, because they know that, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna starch him, spray starch.
Yeah, man. Just shout out to LeBron James. Shout out to LeBron James, King James, man. We love you. Thank you for posting Ryan.
I told you that yesterday too.
Thank you for posting Ryan. You never posted Tank. Thank you for showing who you think is the truth. Thank you for saying you think Ryan ain't no joke. Thank you for saying you think he's mean as fuck. Shout out to you, champ.
Yo, you terrible, man.
Wow, that's Sports Center.
Terrible,
that's Sports Center. That's Sports Center, a whole different network. Michael B. Jordan.
You're one of a kind. Shout out to LeBron, who you don't watch basketball.
Michael B. Jordan, my favorite actor. Michael B. Jordan, my favorite actor and the star of Creed. Thank you for posting Ryan. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for buying the zone. Thank you for buying the zone. Thank you. You know, here we go. I'm screen sharing, y'all. Check it out. King James, mean. This kid ain't no joke.
Oh, so why didn't you share when I said it to you?
Here we go. What's next?
You talk now.
Oh, man. I don't know who this dude is. Francis, help us out. Help us out, Francis. Who's this guy?
Who's that? I got screen share. I can't see.
Damian Lillard.
Oh yeah, he a Tio fan, big Teofimo Lopez fan. You don't know Dame? Yeah, you don't watch basketball.
No,
you
I don't know. I don't. Tell the world how important he is. I never heard of him.
What? He's massive basketball player, man. But at the end of the day, he's not on the level of a LeBron James, but he's pretty close.
Guess what he said? Guess what he said?
What?
Rah. They on first name basis. He don't even call him Ryan. He call him Rye.
Stop it, man.
He called him Rye.
He called him the god of the sun.
No. He called him Rye like Ryu. Hadouken!
Oh, you.
Yo, Rye Garcia got dropped and showed real toughness, real mean streak. He showed something today. 135 on fire. Uh-oh. Who next? Who next?
He didn't say right. He didn't say King Rye is the A side, did he?
Yo, look. Guess who's next?
Hold on.
Guess who's next?
Hold on. My turn. You talk long enough today. My turn. He didn't say King Rye is the A side. He never said LeBron didn't say King Rye is the A side. So you know what? Let's do a poll. We could do a poll if you want to with the celebrities that you call. You know what I'm saying? I just told you, man. He's on SportsCenter. When you get knockouts and stuff, that's what you do. You make SportsCenter so all the other sports they get to see. You know what I'm saying? And everybody love boxing. Who don't love boxing? I've been said this, man. But at the end of the day, just Doomy said it best, man. Tank's ahead, man.
Yo.
And Tank.
Doomy never said that.
Knows. Mayweather. Hold on. Mayweather knows.
He telling you to throw the damn towel. He telling you
black
throw
fighter
the damn
against a Latino fighter makes big business. So why would he not go for that? Come on. Talk to me.
And I know you can do it, man. You got the.
He just did it with Leo. Why would he not do it with? That's the green print. Follow the green print. The $1 billion man. That's why I said all roads lead to Gervonta Tank Davis. Come, let me get Exhibit Z.
All roads lead to him, except he's calling out Tank. I mean, he's hoping Ryan wins. Yo, check this one out.
Let's not do that, because right after he got out the fight, his mandatory was right there. Whose name did he call? In front of the world? Let me hear the name. I can't hear you.
He said, "Who y'all want?" He said, "Who
No. Don't do that. Tell me the name. Don't be a hater.
That's what he did. Don't be a hater. You want me to give you the link?
No. He said, "You want to play the audio?"
Listen. I would love to send you the link just because I know that it has over 2 million and some change views.
But no numbers. I'm talking about what he said. He said he wants Tank, and then he said, "Who do y'all want me to fight? Who do y'all want?" He said Tank. I want Tank. Tank. You gotta go back and
listen. You got it wrong. So what's my man's name? Chris Mannix. Chris Mannix says, "Your mandatory Devin Haney's here in the building." He says, "Yeah, Devin's my guy. He's like, "Yeah, but I want Tank. Who y'all want me to fight?" You know what I'm saying? That's how it went down.
What does that mean if he say he want Tank, Ness? Man, set that soft ass shit up, man.
That's how it went down.
You don't want to get no credit.
That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up.
And then you go to Ryan's been calling Tank like a girl. Tank, I want Tank.
Oscar,
Tank.
Hey, yo, Oscar, listen.
And you got a fucking mandatory, man.
Oscar's listening.
Set that soft ass shit up, man.
Oscar's listening.
Get out of here, man.
Oscar's listening.
Don't call a man if he ain't the A side. You don't call a man if he ain't the A side. You don't call a man if he ain't the A side. You don't call a man. That's why they call him Manny Pacquiao, because he's the A side. You don't call the man's name unless you the A side. I'm gonna say that again. You don't call somebody's name unless you the A side.
I never heard the A side hoping for the B side to fight him.
Yeah, because the B side looks suspect.
Let me ask you something.
I look suspect, man. He almost messed up the bag. You just heard Regis Progress say, man, damn it, man. Adrian Broner's still messing up the bag by getting himself in trouble. And Ryan almost messed up the bag.
And who's the A side in that fight?
Almost got knocked out by Luke Campbell and messed up the bag. What you talking about?
Who is the A side in that fight?
Who?
Why did Regis say that? Who's the A side in that fight?
In what fight?
You said Regis said Broner.
Adrian Broner, bro.
Oh, and why you think Regis said it? So why you think Regis said he's fucking up the bag?
Because he's getting himself in trouble. Come on, walk me down it.
No. Why is Regis saying Adrian Broner is messing up his money? Please explain it to the listeners. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Because
Regis knows without Broner, he doesn't get a payday that size. Why do you think Gervonta Tank Davis...
You're trying to tell me that. You're trying to tell me that Gervonta is saying, You know what? You crazy, man. You crazy.
Clicked,
you know why
right?
you crazy? No, you crazy.
Right,
you know why you crazy? Because you understand the green print, and we still talking about the same thing. The green print. Ryan is not the A side, bro. I don't care how you pom. Yeah. I don't care how you clap. You can get a goodie or blim that said Ryan ain't the A side, bro. We gonna see. You gonna eat your words. You gonna apologize. That's what you gonna do. You gonna apologize live on air when Gervonta Tank Davis is the A side.
Did you
talking to me about numbers, man?
Did you see how it just clicked in his head? You see how it clicked in his head? I gave him how Regis.
Put words into my mouth. He clicked into my head.
Dog, you talk, man. Like, all you doing is talking over. Like, I be giving you the floor, and you don't want to do that. You want to disrupt what I got saying because you ain't got nothing going on.
I go from interrupting to being quiet. All right, let me go back to being quiet. Go ahead. You got it.
You got it back.
Do me. Again, that was the example I was trying to give you, and he said, I'm cutting him off when it was you that was talking an hour ago. Is the Regis example. As the B side, he sees the A side getting in trouble with the law, ruining the opportunity for the big fight with the A side. He says, look at this guy about to fuck up the bag. Right? Because without Broner, Regis ain't in that quote-unquote big fight. Right? So if Tank is in another similar circle, and he's saying to his friends, man, I hope Ryan can get past Campbell.
I need that guap.
He's looking at Ryan as dollar signs. Dollar signs. You don't hope anyone for anything unless you want something with them. Come on, man, beat it, man. But we good. I'm ready to open up the lines.
Hard-headed, bro. You are so hard-headed, bro. Why don't you listen? Floyd already showed you the goddamn. You need certain fans to make numbers. Tank gonna do what he gonna do anyways, bro. But it's a bigger fight when you got the Latino fans.
No, it's a bigger fight with Ryan. It's a bigger
fight. Don't make him the A side. If anybody else out, come on, man. Come on, man. To put all the other B-sides and line them up, man. Come on, it's the same thing with Tio. Tio, you just said Tio gonna do big numbers in Brooklyn. Brooklyn, no? With anybody you fight, you the same one pumping it up. What happened now? You changing.
I rest my case, man. You ain't got no argument, man. I'd rather hear from the callers, man. You ain't got no argument.
You think because you got links and videos that's your argument? Come on, man. You gotta come back. This is a debate show, bro. This is not a link and a video show. Debate me. You haven't debated me yet, man.
In front of him.
Yo, we got a show at 11, man. Ryan. Let's get this thing popping. Get to the people. Let's get it popping, man. We got to go, man.
This is from
Ryan.
We
can do this shit all day.
Yo, guys, I got to hit it right to the people right now because we have a lot to say for them. You guys, C-Dub came out and said, what Ryan did pay-per-view when it's $80, though?
Nah, he didn't. But his free conversions are at a higher rate than Tank's free conversions, so any businessman could do the math. Directing traffic is directing traffic, champ. If you don't want to take a gamble on that, guess what? It looks like Floyd wants to. Floyd wants to do a pay-per-view with Ryan. I wonder why. I wonder why Tank is hoping Ryan would get past Campbell. Because his numbers ain't going to translate to $80, huh? And come on, guys.
Sarcasm comes in and he says, if I'm Pac and want to retire, I fight Ryan Garcia.
Thank you. Not only that, the hardcores, we going to get behind it. Like, that's a real fight. That ain't McGregor, a circus.
Call it the spectacle. Ken Stone comes in and says, Ryan, Mikey, and Khan have a better shot at Pac than Bud or Spence.
Thank you.
It's about risk versus reward. Ryan doesn't need pay-per-view if the zone is good enough for Canelo.
Yo, homie. Francis don't know nothing about business. He fans of fans, man. He's fans of fighters. That's all. Tank is his boy, man.
Still putting words in my mouth, huh?
All day.
Okay. That's okay. I'm cool with it.
All day.
The next one's coming in from Let the Truth Be Heard. Francis, why ask this man to reveal the unknown to his future opponents? Some of these fighters need to think before they answer questions like that. Yep. Guess that was the Haytham Lamaz.
You don't know shit about boxing.
Yo, go sit down somewhere before you spend your money super chatting, bro. You don't make no sense. It's boxing, bro. What is... Man, get out of here, man.
All right, next one's coming in from Alex.
The way that Francis debates is hilarious.
And I know you can do it, man. You got to.
It ain't worth my time. Like, what am I gonna debate? It ain't worth my time. What am I debating with him? He don't know.
You on a debate show?
Get on my level, man. I ain't got time, man. I already killed your argument a long time ago. I made you into a fan of Ryan Garcia. You're welcome.
Don't ask me that question.
Next was coming in from Alex Limon.
Says, world got tape of you shitting on Ryan a few days. Now you a fan. Come on, don't do that, Ness.
Yeah, believer. That's called making me a believer. The fuck?
Gennady make you a believer that he's A-side again when he fights. That's okay.
Had to make me a believer.
Okay, I understand.
Gennady had to make me a believer. That's what I like.
We got to show this dude.
That's what I like. I like to be made a believer. Fuck that. I ain't just rotting. That's what you doing.
Alex Limon, shout out to you, champ, says Ness said he loves to develop a fighter, but made up the term top rank diet.
Yeah.
Contradiction.
No. Development and development, or should I say marination, which is Top Rank's favorite word. Have you forgot? If they use the term marinating, what do you think that means? The fuck?
Call you Marination Nation. JC comes in with the super chat, says Tank stopped Pedraza. And yeah, we did know that. And Davidian comes in and says Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier 2 rematch, January 23, triple fire emoji. Yeah, looking forward to that. That's going to be on the horizon. Gets his second chance. Then you got Steve on there. It says, if you're Oscar, who do you match Ryan with next? And should he fight on King Nello under card on Cinco de Mayo? What do you think, Francis? If you're Oscar, who do you match Ryan with next? And should he fight under the King Nello card on Cinco de Mayo? Looks, hey, listen.
I hear that, man.
I want to give you a chance to say, who do you match up next? Is it Tank or is it Manny? Come on.
Oh, Tank. Come on, man.
Tank, right? Because the Manny fight to me is it's more like on the golden ticket kind of side. Like
wishing on a prayer, man.
We don't know what direction Manny really would like to go. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what Manny likes to challenge himself at times. I mean, when he was coming back to fight Keith, I was a little worried, but he showed otherwise in the way he fought. So, you know, fighting a younger fighter that's green, it's something that I would do too. I would definitely fight him. So I was gonna go with, you know, if Ryan does choose Manny, Manny would pick him. But if Oscar decides to go another route, I mean, he said Tank, man, and I see the Tank fight happening, and Devin fight happening before Manny. I think Manny's the wishing on a star kind of thing, but it's all on what the hell Manny's thinking about and how he wants to go into the sunset. Mad Bent 100 says Ness McGregor will sell out Ryan versus anybody he known earth-wide. And Mad Bent's probably privy to some of this information, man. You know, MMA is huge. Conor McGregor's known all over the world.
Massive.
He's solidified. That's what I'm saying. I can see what Ryan is about to become, or what he is right now, and what he will be. You can project, you know, if everything goes right in the ring. But that's what Mad Ben had to say about that. Then you have Ohio Runs Boxing says Ricky Hatton called Floyd Mayweather out. Eye emoji.
Exactly.
There he did.
Exactly.
Holy moly, I didn't see that. And then the one just came in from a man, LV Slugger. Why is Ryan calling out Tank when Tio and Haney have all the belts at 135? Which is bigger legacy fight for Ryan, Tio or Tank? Haney's man though, but still want Tank. Tank is clearly the big fish.
Bullshit.
Hashtag get a belt.
I got a link right here from Boxing Scene that's fresh off the oven that says Tank Haney wants Ryan. Hold on, let me go to Boxing Scene for you. But we also got a Cash App from James who says, who in the hell hopes for an A-side? Preach, Ness. Thank you. You know, I'm just saying, whatever. Here we go. Where's the headlines at? What we got?
We cooking.
No more super chats while I look for this headline?
Yeah, we got one more from Esso Akuni. Says Ryan gonna fight Linares next. Then Tank, end of year.
Look at this. What? Yo, how you the A-side, right? But you got a Haney, our plan is to press for fight with Ryan next. Why you gotta press? The mandatory is Jamal was pressing. Was Jamal pressing Canelo?
He has a mandatory, bro. You gotta press because he has a mandatory.
What? He got 2 mandatories. He can fight Javier. What he pressing for? You know why? Because what Ryan represents, and there's nothing wrong with that. You just need to admit it, man.
I already admit, bruh. Listen, I ain't agreeing with whatever point you're talking. I already told you 2-3 days ago that Ryan is a star heading to superstardom. But I ain't agreeing with you that Tank is not the A side. So get out of here with that, bro. You can beat your chest all day long. It ain't happening.
You're sitting in your mum's spare room, tickling your bollocks.
For all y'all out there that's talking about, oh, that's what y'all crazy because you don't know shit about boxing, but you know about what Ness be telling y'all. That's why you think you know about boxing. Go learn for yourself. Do your own research, and then you'll understand what the numbers and this and all that. Come on, man. You got to do your research, man. You got to do your research. You're up here talking. That's why I ain't got nothing to say because the research is already done. I put Ryan Garcia on the radar in terms of Ness. Like, yo, how you gonna sit here and say he ain't gonna do nothing with the zone and blah blah? Look at the numbers. Now he a believer because he's seen the numbers. I was a believer because I seen it. I've been seeing it from before because I watch other sports and other things. So I seen. This is the only thing that I watch. Come on, man. Let's get to another super chat. I don't know shit about boxing, man.
Boxing expert, however, I believe feels that he knows about boxing, and he says, "Invito a quien sea del chat a Border Wars, preferiblemente en la sala de mi casa con mi familia, compas, vecinos y todo. Después les invito unas cheves." Translation: I invite anybody from the chat to Border Wars, preferably in the living room of my house with my family, my friends, my neighbors, and everybody. Then I'll invite you to some cold ones. Chee! That was boxing expert. And that's it for the super chatties right now, champ. You know, we got a little
Do me.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you perform March 13th, man. Can't wait to see you perform March 13th.
Oh, March 13th. What are you talking about? You talking about the Border Wars series? You mean Border Wars X?
Can't wait to see you put hands on neutral corner, man. You be talking too much.
Hey, listen, we're gonna put hands on each other. It's the fight game. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously. But yo, Bodie, how's your training going, man? How's your keto going? You switched over. How's everything?
Listen, I'm gonna say I haven't done nothing. I got a date with the gym today with Ness and Greatness, and we're gonna start it up. We're gonna make it happen. I had a transition that I had to do. I had to transition from vegetarian to meat eater again, so I had some acclimation time for that. And body feels okay, and I'm ready to get it in, bro. I'm ready. I'm excited. Neutral corner got me excited.
I love it. So it's worked out well for you. Your body has received it well.
Yeah. No, look, man, I was worried.
I don't feel so good and nothing like that.
Yeah, no lethargic, none of that stuff. If anything, I actually felt a little more energy, and it's crazy, man. Troy Killatame, shout out to Troy, man. He made a good point. When I went vegetarian, Dr. Sebi, he blew up in the last 2 years, on the internet. I knew about Dr. Sebi for a very long time, and I never made that switch into try to be a plant eater, being more electrical. And shout out to Dr. Sebi, man. I know he passed away, but for those that don't know, check into Dr. Sebi if you're even interested in becoming a vegetarian. He has a lot of good insight. He's from my home country, Honduras. Lisa Lopez went out there. That's when she passed away too over there in Honduras. But a lot of people have gone down there, and I don't know why I went into that rant, but anyway, the whole point was that I was eating plants and doing everything as a vegetarian, so I was fearful, man, coming back to meat and how heavy I was gonna feel, or if my body was gonna have a allergic reaction. I didn't know what the hell was gonna happen. So, but yeah, enough said. Everything's good to go, man. And going back to what Troy was saying, he says that you need the nitrogen from the meat, and it's crazy because I never really thought about that. And who knows, man? I could always go back to vegetarian. I like the cleansing I did. It made me feel lighter, so I'm cool. Now it's time to put the work in. It's time to put that work in, and get really focused and bring the animal out, champ. You already know.
I love it, man. I love it.
How about you?
Yo, listen, man.
No.
Everything is good, man. Everything is good. Running in the snow is something I'm used to. Doing it for years when I'm training for, other sports that I'm participating in. So that's nothing, man. We're just putting in the work, head down, just working as hard as we can. March 13th, the diet, man. The diet's been good. You know what I'm saying? I won't even call it diet. It's just a lifestyle. The way the way you do your thing from day to day is very important. You know what I'm saying? Hydrating your body, make sure your body's super hydrated. Because dehydration is something that people underestimate a lot, man. Dehydration comes in many different forms. Matter of fact, when you feel dehydrated, you're already dehydrated, and people don't even know that. You know what I'm saying? You drinking water ain't gonna help nothing. That's where like IVs and stuff come in to pump that body back up to where it's supposed to be. So you thinking when you feel dehydrated, you're already so dehydrated that the water that you're drinking ain't even putting a drop in the bucket. In my opinion, and what I've heard from trainers and stuff from before. I could be wrong.
No. What you're saying is basically like, let's say you're training at 3:00. If you're already feeling dehydrated and you're trying to put water into your body at that point, you're in late hydration, so you're not going to perform as optimal if you did your water intake, 2-3 hours before that, and you're already hydrated going into this. So no, I totally understand, man. What kind of footwear though you put on your feet, bro? You running in like snow, like I could run with my sneakers out here with no snow outside. Like, you running with boots? Like, what are you doing?
Nah, I'm running. Nah, I be taking the wet foot, man. I be running in shoes. So, when it's snow and slushy out here, just gotta endure.
Yeah, bro, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you because I've ran in the snow. I try to do my Rocky Balboa mode and go out there. Get some. I don't know if you got some light boots or boots that you could go ahead and kind of beat up, but the Swamps I recommend, and the Nike ACG boots, those are pretty good.
From time to time I run it. It doesn't bother me with the It's just a little cold, man. I live in the cold, so just a little cold for a few minutes. But the boots and whatnot, because sometimes the grip on the bottom of the boots, remember too, the insoles and stuff, it ain't really good for running, right? So I have to go and buy insoles and then make sure that it's proper. Yeah. So I hurt myself, because I had previously playing soccer, I had a little bit of plantar injury.
Oh, man, plantar sucks, bro.
Yeah, it sucks like it sucks bad.
It affects the whole linkage coming up, the fascias.
So that's why I can sympathize with Ant. You know what I'm saying? Going through his plantar injury right now, and it comes and it goes, man. It's super painful, but yeah. So I had to be super careful with the shoes that I wear when I run.
You got Boxing Expert says, isn't that what CYP invites me? Yeah, he's invited a couple to the squared ring. Steve came through, said, how is Tank A-side when he wasn't even an A-side against Leo? They both got 1.5 million purse and split the pay-per-view down the middle. That was part of the negotiation, probably, man. Maybe they had to give something to Leo for Leo to step up to that and Tank be able to conquer that belt. So yeah, that's it for the super chats. Yes. And look, man, we can go back to talking about the numbers in the A side and what would happen and what's going where. One thing we can say for sure, though.
Yeah, Marlon, definitely take the wet foot, man. Not because sort of too, like, if you run inside, you run outside. But I prefer, man, the cold air opens up the lungs nicely. I love it, man. Go ahead.
Call you wet foot. But just going back to the topic at hand, what we do know is that Ryan Garcia is a star. What we do know is that he moves the needle. And if everything keeps going right, and when I say that, if he keeps winning and he keeps showing us that he is a force to be reckoned with as a fighter, then those numbers are just going to go up. And he's a star, man. He's a star. The kid just has an overall package, and sky's the limit for him. So, it's still too early to say who's who and what's what, but the numbers are showing that King Ryan is on the rise. So, we just got to wait and see. We got to sit tight and wait and see. Manny Pacquiao, he mentioned a couple of dudes. We don't know who he's getting next. We don't know. He always leaves Devin last. Honestly, I probably would want to see Devin sooner than later. But it looks as though, the other fighters are kind of looking to Ryan as that, future golden ticket, if you want to put it that way, And it's gonna be interesting to see how this develops, man. But as far as Manny's the old man out, Of course, a fight with him would be legendary, and Ryan mentioned it and all that good stuff. But to actually make the fight happen and see how Manny wants to go out, it's just going to be up to him. It's going to be up to him. So I'll leave that at that. And as soon as the skip comes on board, maybe we can get to the calls, see what the people has to say. The voice of the people. This is what we are.
That's
For everybody tuning in right now, if you just stumbled upon the show, this is the Boxing Voice. We're talking about Manny Pacquiao versus Ryan Garcia. Who's really the A side, Gervonta Davis or King Ryan? And let us know what you feel about that. And what do you feel about King Ryan's future and where he's going, and the numbers that Ness has just given us, and how you feel that those projections are going to translate into the future? So we'll be opening up these phone lines pretty soon. As soon as the skip gets back on the helm.
No, he got an emergency. He's not taking any calls, man.
All right, so let's talk about Border Wars then, champ.
Check the pre-pro real quick.
All right.
Get an understanding what we talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and to everybody out there, man, that's talking about, Francis doing this. Listen, no excuses, man. While y'all make excuses, I don't make no excuses. I don't make snow, rain, make no excuses for me, man. I get out there and do what I got to do. The worst is when you run in and you hit one of them black ice patches that you didn't see. You know that one, Alex? You get the sleepy, like, whoa.
Yeah, man.
That's the worst. But running on ice probably got to be I'd say running on ice is the worst than running in snow. I'll take running in the snow versus running on the ice, man. When that street's covered in ice, it's a ice skates with shoes on, man. It's not fun. But
look, we actually have a meeting with our good friend Adrian Rozier in a bit. Yep. So we'll probably be closing out early, guys. It looks as though our skip Ness has had an emergency, and he probably won't be returning to the helm. So we might just be cutting the show right now. We do apologize to anybody that was holding on, maybe to try to call and voice in your opinion. This rarely happens, but the skip has an emergency. We've just been told. Hope everything's okay. And we appreciate everyone that tuned in today. This is the Boxing Voice YouTube channel. We appreciate each and every one of you who've tuned in. We have a last-minute super chat from LV Slugger. If I was Tank, I would make Ryan fight me at 130 for a real title. Only fight Tank need to take at 135 is Haney and Tio. And that's, I guess, because of the belts, right? You legitimize yourself, but the problem with that is that nowadays, the fighters, if you can really see now, they're just hoping for the big payday, so they're following the money trail, man. They're following the money trail. So again, this is the Boxing Voice. If you like the program and what you were hearing, please hit the subscribe button so that you know when we go live. And if that bell ain't shaking, please click on that so when we go live every morning, you're shaking and baking with us. And also, if you're interested in the membership program, we have 3 tiers. If you go onto the description of the video title, you will see a few links there. One of them, which is the top link, is the membership link. So you click on that, and you'll be directed to the 3 tiers where you can check out and choose best to whatever is suited for you. If you're thinking about joining the zone, we have a link there too. We get a small kickback on that. So, use that code whenever you're going to purchase your either monthly or yearly package. I know that DAZN has a yearly thing going on for $99, and I think their monthly is monthly by monthly pay is $20. So yeah, go ahead and hit that link, man, and help us out. We appreciate the love and the kickback, man. Helps us do what we do here, bringing you the latest and greatest in boxing, and of course other segments. To those that are in the YouTube membership and our Patreon family, you know exactly what I'm talking about with all the extra content and perks that you guys receive. So again, this is the Boxing Voice. This is Alex Doomsday Linus. That's Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ on IG. TikTok, I'm probably ghosted. Twitter, that's Alex Linus TBV. And thank you again.
You already know what it is, man. NEX UP Sports Talk Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Check me out on YouTube, my IG, my Twitter. Appreciate y'all. Thank you to my Lord and Savior for another one, because without him, none of this would be possible. Shout out to you out there. Be safe, wash your hands, wear your face mask, you know what I'm saying, and keep your distance, so we can get this virus down and we get back to meeting with each other and watching boxing and enjoying one another's company. Like we always say, man, hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button because it does help with the visibility and the growth of the show. And we appreciate you. Even though y'all be on my neck, I appreciate you nonetheless. I appreciate y'all, and we catch you on the next one. I'm out, signing off.
Yeah, and guys, look, listen, man, we would have kept the boat rowing, but unfortunately, you know, the skip is actually in the mothership seat, so we can't continue the show and go into calls. We would have liked to, but you know, we can't at the moment, and you know, the skip rarely does this, so I hope everything's okay. So again, guys, thank you so much. This is Monday, so for those that are, you know, members of Patreon family and the YouTube family, know that today is Untitled. So later on tonight, stay tuned for that, where you get to kick it with us, you know, open up, get to ask us questions. We talk about all types of stuff, man. It could get from politics, crazy politics. Try to stay away from it, but we know we somehow always make it back home into good talk. And yeah, man, we talk about aliens, we talk about we talk about life, we talk about relationships. We talk about it all, man. So if you don't know about the Untitled Show, one of our most viewed show, come kick it with us and the TBV crew. Again, bless, and we're out. Chee. And I really don't know how we hit the reset button there, Francis. Pretty much at the you know, we could keep it going. We could keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Until something happens. You know, we're live right now, so we could go ahead and keep talking about border wars until we get an answer. But yeah, man. Got another. No, I thought we had another super chat, but we don't.
We don't.
No, that was LV Slugger. I think we got to everybody. Hopefully, I didn't miss anyone. And yeah, we could get an answer from the skip, man, to see how we shut the mothership down. Right now, we're basically driving on air pilot right now, champ. So let's get it going, man. Let's.